Hi guys, Captain After here. We're gonna do a review of Beastars Episode 2. Hope you enjoy. And my opinions about the new opening, the first opening. What should I call it?
Stop motion.
The stop motion Tim Burton opening. I love it. And if you don't like the opening, I understand it. But in my opinion, I like the opening, I love it. And I really love the effort they put into making those characters. 10 out of 10 for those that made the characters. Please do a second opening. That could be stop animation. Please. Thank you. Goodbye for that. And now we begin with the story.
What's happened with Legoshi and Haru?
Yes.
Animal instinct.
In the last episode, we had Legoshi and Haru. And Legoshi jumped at Haru and had an animal instinct moment. And smelled an interesting smell that had purple scent. And it's sorry, my throat. Spoiler warning, his animal instincts came out. Is it a spoiler? No. I don't know. Anyway, his animal instincts came out and he grabbed Haru. And he tried to bite her. And he felt her, I think. And he scratched her in her arm when she tried to escape, so she bled. And he feels responsible for it. Secondly, I forgot to mention, he had an, what should we call it? He had a moment of an, what should we say, the negative wolf of his side. His inner animal instinct is saying, bite her, eat. Remember, you have tried to suppress that. I will become bigger and bigger until I will bite her. And the other one, sorry my throat, Legoshi was like saying, no, I don't want to do that. I'm a nice guy. No, I'm a nice person. No, I'm not doing that. And the other one was like, you will do it. And such. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun time and enjoy.
Accident into the theater.
And after that, Legoshi gets, what should we say, help by the goat person. And he's screaming, help, I need help with the deer guy. The deer guy, what was his name again? Louis. I need help. Louis has got an accident. And Legoshi snaps out of his animal instinct. He snaps out of his animal instinct. But his animal instinct is an evil kind of version of him. Kinda. Or it's a good thing, but in this society, they don't allow you to have this. Should we say that? That's the better one. They don't allow you to have this. As a herbivore, as a carnivore, they don't allow you to eat people. You know what I mean. Eat the herbivores. Anyway, so Legoshi decides to help Legoshi decides to help the deer guy, holds him as his shoulder, he helps him, and he says, my goddamn foot is broken. And the goat guy says, it's because of me, I did my lines. Sorry, my throat. He was saying, I did my lines, and what was his name again, damn it? Luis, sorry. I forget the name very easily. Anyway, Luis was basically saying, I helped him and then I got my leg broken. And Legoshi helps him as a good person. He's a good guy. He helps him. He's a good wolf. He helps him and they take him to the nurse, I think. The nurse. And then in the morning, this was during the night, the other one. So then in the morning, Legoshi and his best friends, his dog friends, in his dog classroom, they go to the lunch cafeteria in the school. And in the lunch cafeteria, we see many herbivores and carnivores separated in their chairs and in their tables, in their respective areas, low from high, small creatures to big creatures. So it's very like, it's nice organized, but we can clearly see that almost all animals have two different foods. The herbivores have substance meat, and the carnivores, the herbivores have carnivore. They eat grass, and they don't eat grass. What the hell? They eat food that are, you know, vegetables, and herbivores eat the carnivores. Ugh. The carnivores. Sorry, I always got them confused. Them. But anyway, the carnivores eat processed meat that are not real meat. Fake meat, basically. Fake meat. And Legoshi is thinking, when he's watching a bread, he's thinking about Haru and what he did to her, and he feels awful that he scratched her. He made her bleed in her arm. And then, sorry, my throat, I need to. Hope you enjoyed the video. Then we have a fight between a fox and a hyena, and they are arguing about something stupid, high school stuff, or like, they're like, oh, you did something stupid, or he's like, no, you're making me to be a liar, huh? And they're fighting, and they're like biting each other. One of them is biting each other, and when Legoshi sees this, he remembers when his evil, or his animal instinct was saying, bite her, eat her head, bite her head. And he's like, ah, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a bad guy. And then when he saw the whole thing, he's like, no, stop, don't do this, stop. And everyone in the classroom, everyone in the eating area, everyone in the eating building or in the eating cafeteria was like, what the fuck? And Legoshi tries to do an excuse. Kaneda. Oh. Cut it off, he said. Yeah, he said cut it off. I already said that.
Okay.
I think I said it twice. Anyway, so he basically says to cut it off, and everyone is like, what the fuck? They're shocked. And then Legoshi tries to say in his head. He talks a lot in his head. But Luis comes and says, what is the ruckus here? And he's like, did I not tell you that the school's rules are saying that herbivores and carnivores cannot bite each other? It's not permitted. And the other guy, the fox guy, is like, what are you big shot talking about? Yeah, he's basically criticizing him. Oh, you're going to be the highest students of Beastars. And the Beastar thing is a societal thing where it's a positive thing, actually. It's a going against prejudice, even if you're a herbivore or a carnivore. Now I said it right, finally, after 2 episodes. Finally, after 3 or 4 hours, I said it right. So basically, any animal, rat, mouse, small animal, big animal, can be a Beastar, and it's a nice societal goal to reach after high school, or to reach during high school years. And the dear guy, Luis, I think the dear guy Luis acts like a bad guy sometimes, but he doesn't to me. Or does he? He acts sometimes. He has the behavior of being a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy. He's far from it. He's a good guy. Kinda, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm not sure. Hope you enjoyed my video. Okay. Anyway, so he basically says that he's basically saying against to the fox and to the hyena, stop acting bad. You should reflect on yourself first before you say stuff to others. Mm-hmm. Look at yourself before you say to others how you should act. And that's a good message.
Mm. After
that, Legoshi.
In the theater.
Oh, after that, the theater. The theater club, when Legoshi is looking at one of the clothes in the theater club back in the corner when they are fixing them, when they are preparing to do their roles, Legoshi is now moved from background stage person to helping out with the costumes. It's a type of Zorro stage play, kinda. They have a hero, they have a legendary hero, and the legendary hero is a deer. What was the deer? No, not Louise. I mean, the deer legend.
His character,
Adler. What?
Adler.
Adler, the hero character. or basically the Zorro hero character against the herbivores, or against the carnivores back in the day in the stage play story. That the herbivore is the hero and the carnivores are the bad guys basically. But then the stage play is kind of like, hope you enjoyed the video, but the stage play, in my opinion, this is my opinion, the stage play is like a criticism of the whole society of the carnivores. They want to minimize they want to, basically say to the carnivores, if you do something, it's your fault. But if that's the herbivores, then it's not their fault. It's one-sided. Or am I wrong? Me entiendo lo que te digo, que it's one-sided in society, that the herbivores are the lesser class, while the carnivores are the lesser class, and the herbivores are the high class. And even in their stage play and mythology of this alternate world, this alternate universe, this alternate Earth, it's pretty cool. It's like 100% more hardcore Zootopia. The main message, but you know what I mean about respecting each other as herbivore or carnivore. Anyway, so Legoshi remembers about his best friend Tom. That was the llama. And he sees his outfit, he's sad about him, he feels that everyone else doesn't want to talk about it because they know if they do, maybe the murderer will come after them. The murderer that was a carnivore. Yeah, I finally said it correctly. But anyway, in my opinion, this show is very philosophical about society, about two groups in society, the herbivore and the carnivore as the second class. It's kind of an interesting premise. What do you think, sir?
Interessant.
Anyway, so then the teacher, the beautiful, hope you enjoyed the video. The beautiful, what was it again? Oh, påfågel. Bird. The bird teacher says to Legoshi, can you please get us the roses for the final act of the theater? We want roses this year. Can you please get them? We need to go to the Rose Club. The gardening club. The gardening club.
What's happening there?
Oh, yes. So Legoshi goes with another student that I will call Myrslok. Hur säger man myrslok på engelska? Myrsloken. Myrslok. Oh. It's the animal, it's the herbivore animal that eats with ants. Ants.
With another guy.
With another guy. The anteater, yes.
Okay.
The anteater. So Legoshi goes with the anteater, and he's like, no, I don't want to go up there. And the anteater's like, yeah, fine, we need to go. The anteater. Anyway, so Legoshi goes in, but he senses a smell before he goes in. He takes in a beautiful smell with his nose, and wolves have very good noses. And the sorry, shit. I am tired as well. He smells the rabbit, Haru, and beautiful flowers. And then he gets more nervous and terrified because he is technically responsible for her damage. And he feels like a gentleman, or like a good wolf boy. I will say this. Legoshi, I think your mother raised you with very good values. Very good job. Anyway, the point is he sensed the smell and he's like, no, I don't want to talk to her. And he's trying to avoid to talk to her. And the other guy is like saying, oh, I need to go. I need to go to somewhere. Can you take care of it, Legoshi? Can you please take care of it? He's like, what? Why me? He's like, no, I need to go. I need to do something in the theater. Bye. You take care of it. He's like, damn it, I will not be left here alone. And then he's alone, and Haru is looking at him. First, he sees Haru again, and Haru looks like, yeah, I'm happy. Or she looks very nice. She looks, damn it, my throat. He looks very happy at him. And he's like, what should I say? He's basically saying inside of his head as well that... my throat. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Have fun time and enjoy. But the thing is, when Legoshi is alone with her, he is saying, when she's saying, "Are you nervous or afraid of me? Or are you nervous?" Did she say something like that? Nervous? Or yeah. Are you nervous? And he's saying inside of his head, "No, I'm not nervous of you. I wanted to eat you." And he's basically saying about everything he blames himself for. He's saying about everything he blames himself for. And then she's showing him the garden. And she tells that the flowers are like her children. And she also says,
He helps her.
yeah, he helps her around with the garden. And we get a little short montage of him helping her a bit, or him sitting and, helping her and seeing her working with the flowers. And he feels something.
Yeah. So
I think he feels love in this case.
So what's happening?
I think he feels compassion or love. Companionship. Interest, companionship, love. All the three things. Compassion, love. Yeah, the thing I said before. So after that, he decides to say, yeah, I need to get those flowers. And she's like, okay, fine. And he remembers the patch, the bandage. Yeah, the bandage. And he feels very guilty about it. And I can kind of understand it. Like, you accidentally hurt some school student, that you're a school student. What is it called again?
Veteran.
What? Veteran?
She was a veteran 3 years.
She is. I forgot to mention this. In her, in the game, not in the game. In the anime show, she is 3 years older than him in the school. She has been there for 3 years, and Legoshi is a new student, a new year student. So he feels very, a rookie, pretty much.
What happened?
Anyway, they go into the flower shed, I think it is. To the flower shed.
In a room.
In a house room outside in the garden where you put in all the tools and stuff. And he's talking with her, conversing. He likes to talk with her. He enjoys having someone to talk to. He feels very calm but nervous, but he's very happy talking with her. With Haru, I mean. With Haru. And then Haru gives him a question. What do you like to eat? Do you want me to buy something for you as a compensation? As a compensation for helping me with the garden and helping with... Damn, my throat. Helping me with the flowers. And everything else. And Legoshi's thinking, what would I eat if I was a rabbit? Can you wait a moment? He says, can you please wait? I need to think what I need to eat. And she's thinking, is that what you want? And Haru basically misunderstands Legoshi's thoughts when he's thinking about trying to get some food. Or what she said about the food, yeah. How do I say that? When she tried to, when he's thinking about the food, which type of food he wants. And she misunderstands that she says, oh, you want the usual, you want the thing, huh? Okay, fine.
You're the same.
You're the same as everyone else. That was Haru said. Haru said it, anyway. And Legoshi's like thinking and like, oh, what would I want to eat? Like I said before, isn't it? Yeah. And Haru closes down the windows and takes off her clothes. Holy shit. When I watched this the first time, I was like, oh my god, what the hell is this? And she took off her clothes, and the episode ends when Legoshi looks at her with only some underwear and some... Yeah, basically she doesn't have the school uniform on right now. She doesn't have the school uniform, and Legoshi's like, what the fuck? Legoshi's like, what the hell? His face is like, what? This is not what I asked for? Pretty much. He's like shocked and surprised. But Legoshi is a nice boy. And I will give this episode 10 out of 10.